All right, I think we're all good to go on all of them. Just getting set up here. Feeling as if I'm running slightly later than usual. Comments will appear here. Fantastic. So I've got the Facebook Live one set up how I like it. Hello for everybody who's joining on Zoom. Hello and welcome. It's most of you are regulars to the Zoom session, so it's lovely to see your faces again on there. Do join in on the chat as usual. And there we go. Fantastic. I can see the Facebook Live coming to life as well there. Do say hello those who are joining on the Facebook Live video. Do say hello in the comments. Do send up a bubble. Excellent. Good to see you there. Good to see you. Well, we are indoors and I'm looking out my window at the moment, and it's although there has been a fair amount of rain on and off during the day, at the moment it's cloud, even with a little bit of blue sky in some parts of the sky. But blimey, the wind. All of the wind going on out there at the moment. Let me move those. There we go. All of the wind going on outside there. I wouldn't want to be around a fire at the moment. We'd kind of be close enough just to kind of get a bit of the warmth of the fire, and then the flames will dance around and just snatch us there. Just seeing the comments on the Zoom, volume being low. Is anybody else having a problem with volume on the Zoom call there? So there's a couple of shaking heads, Christine. So it might be a game with the headphones, or whatever you've got there. Some people talking about it being stormy there. Others joining from deepest, darkest Lancashire. What's the weather like there? Are you calling it deep and dark in terms of the weather as well? Hello, everybody who's joining. Do also let us know where you're joining in from. Oh, sorry, that was Lanarkshire in Scotland. Sorry, there was an overlap on the message. Do let us know where you're joining in from when you say hello there. Wonderful. So friends joining in from Liverpool. As I said, there was from Lanarkshire, just a little bit further above. We've got friends on here joining on Haycalf, Saffron Walden. Friends locally in Kent. Others joining in from Essex. In West Yorkshire as well. Hey there, Ken. Great to see you here. Wonderful. So yes, weather very much changed since the last time we had the group. Last time I think I was sitting here with the window open, still absolutely sweltering hot. And although it's still, it's still fairly warm, it's much more breezy and certainly a lot fresher out there. Others joining in from Dale, from Ashford in Kent, others from Derbyshire, others from Watford. I missed a couple there. Some joining in from Lille in France, some from Wales, others from London and Warwickshire. Fantastic. A fantastic wide group spreading out far and wide again. And Aberdeenshire as well. Brilliant. Okay, so this evening again we will have our rounds of drumming to kind of connect in with this far and wide circle that goes all across these islands and beyond, with people joining in from France as well, I've seen. We will be having a healing round as we do. Julia, I've got a song for this evening. For everybody I've got a song for this evening. It's just Julia who always kind of messages or asks or comments about the songs afterwards. I forewarn you, I don't know exactly where this comes from. I can tell you who taught me the song, but exactly where it came from I'm not sure. Just to make sure we don't have any connection issues during this, I'm just going to do something with the connection which might put up a delay on Facebook for a short while. So that's Gusty, I'm guessing, is a reply to kind of the question about Lanarkshire. Others joining in from Wales, from Edinburgh, from the Wirral. Wonderful. Others in from Winchester. Excellent. It's a good and wide circle again. Really, really great to see everybody on once again. All right. So wherever you are joining in, we'll start just at the beginning, just with a little bit of focusing in and grounding. A lot of people back to work as usual. A lot of people are still working from home. Whatever we've been doing from our busy days, just so we can have a bit of a separation from whatever we've been doing and really step into this space that we're going to have here together now. Let's just do what we can, whatever kind of works best for you. Just have a moment for grounding and centering. So if you are somebody who works with incense and you have smudging herbs, maybe sage, maybe mugwort, do grab those now, because those will really, really help just to separate you from the busyness of the day and bring yourself into a space where we can connect as a circle and where we can connect with the sacred. But if you haven't got things like smudge herbs, let's just center with our breath and bring our attention to our breath. There's no need to do anything fancy with it really, just notice it. Just bring your attention to that breath. Notice it as it comes in. Notice that as your lungs fill with air. As you exhale. And notice even that little moment of stillness before the next breath. Just focusing in on the sensations of the breath, of the rhythm of the breath as it just breathes itself naturally. And what your body's doing. With kind of the gentle rising and falling of your chest as you breathe. You might notice at this point that how you're sitting is not the most comfortable, and you might want to just kind of, stretch or move yourself just a little bit, just to feel a little bit more comfortable where you are. I've got one of these kneeling stools, so I'm trying to balance on it at the moment, so I've got my feet on the ground firmly. But do whatever's kind of you need for being comfortable at this moment, just to feel a bit centered and a bit more grounded. And just to feel that little bit more grounded in yourself. If visualization works for you, just imagine going down from your legs and out through your feet, going down into the earth, just these roots coming out from your feet and pushing down through the soil, through the stone, through the underwater springs, and wrapping deeply there, deep within the earth, just holding yourself grounded, rooted. And again, just feeling that rhythm of your breath. And I'll light the incense here. And with a prayer to the plant spirits, as they release their aroma, as they release their fragrance, as they release their incense, and that smoke washes over me, that it carries away the stresses of the day. All of the things going round and around in my mind, all of the weights on my chest, on my shoulders, the butterflies in my belly, all those things that are just otherwise in the way of me really being present and grounded. And so for everybody in the circle, and for everybody joining this afterwards as well, we'll keep that burning there for you. Try not to fall off this chair. There we are. We'll keep that burning there for you. Those prayers continuing to go up just so that we can stay and remain centered and grounded. And do at any point in the evening, if you are needing to leave the video early, if you're needing to stop and do something, because, you know, doing these circles from home sometimes means that home stuff happens during it, do remember that the simple just bringing yourself back to your breath, just to ground yourself a little bit. Otherwise it gets a bit disorientating doing drumming meditation stuff, then something to do with, I don't know, washing up or clearing up in the kitchen or something else going on in the house. So yeah, the breath is kind of that key there, is that doorway just to help you in and out of these spaces. I had a lovely moment just before the drum circle, before I came in and set everything up in here, just to go and stand out in the garden next to my fire circle and just really feel the wind. I was chatting with some friends who might be on here somewhere this evening, this morning, about the element of air, and we're talking about the wind on there as kind of being that cleansing, and it's just a lovely one as a mindfulness practice, just to, even if it's very, very small, kind of gentle wind, gentle breeze, or full gales, as it's calmed down a bit now, but full gales as it has been out there, is just to go and feel the wind around and go and feel that. The winds of change that are helping clear away the old from the year and help us move forward in these change of seasons. So from here, let's just send out that call to the spirits of the land, to this land beneath us, to Mother Earth, to this earth that holds us and heals us and guides us throughout our life. This land that is now kind of coming forth with this bounty of fruits of the harvest. And let's begin with gratitude for the earth, for all that she gives. And for the air that we breathe, these winds that help move us forward, as I say, clearing away the old, but also filling our sails to help guide us forward. We honour that element of air, and again our connection with it through the breath. To the element of fire, the fire that's shone brightly throughout this summer, that's warmed the earth, and to all of those fires that are awakening within us, to all of the fires of creativity, of inspiration, of excitement, of passion, all of those fires of illumination that are awakening within us. May they continue to burn strong and carry on and give us that energy going forward. And to the element of water, which for me now, as we move into the autumn, we move into the time of water, the time of flow, the time of depths, the time of healing, the time of cleansing. We honour the spirits of water for those aspects of it within us, but also all of the waters that flow from the ancient springs, all of those waters that fall in the rains, all of those waters that flow in the rivers and streams and out to the sea. To all of the water that is all part of the one water. I honour and acknowledge all of that. And all of us in this circle, for all of those guides, healers, teachers and inspirers that work with us, let's honour and acknowledge them, let's welcome them and bring them close to us. They can hold us and support us and be there to guide us and answer our questions this evening. That includes to the ancestors, those ancient ones of our bloodline that are there to give us strength and guidance and love and support. Those ancestors of this land, those ancestors of all these spiritual traditions. And so for this circle, this wide circle spreading right out across the land, across these islands and beyond, for everybody here, we all call to the spirits of the north and the east and the south and the west, and we ask this circle to be blessed. And to the earth below and sky above, fill the circle with purest love. Blessed be. And blessed be, Aho, Amen. Cheers. boom shakalaka. All of, however, is the way for you to close your prayers and your sharing. We open this circle and we open the space. So yes, once again, welcome everybody, and all those people who joined as we were beginning with the opening smudging and the opening prayer there. And also welcome to Heidi. She said hello in the distance there. There was a little bark in the background. Heidi's my dog. She doesn't like the camera. She doesn't jump in front of the camera. But occasionally when something exciting is going on the road, she likes to give a running commentary on it. So you may hear her in the background there. All right, we've opened this with centering and grounding. We've opened with a prayer and a call to all of the unseen energies that we want to join us. Now let's open this space with the voices of the drums. And those who are joining in without drums, but that beating drum in your chest, your open heart, let's open this circle and unite as a circle, this unity round and connecting here together. And for those who are joining in on Zoom with the drums, we get to go, hey, show the drums. See all the drums that are joining in. Really, really lovely to see them all. For everybody who's joining in at home as well, if it is kind of your first time joining in, I'll be beginning with a rhythm. You just join in with what feels right with it. So let's begin uniting this circle, connecting together as a circle. Just letting those vibrations ripple out and those vibrations absorb in you. And just, yeah, breathing that thread of connection around us all. Connecting us in as a circle there. How did that feel for you, that round of drumming? Let us know in the comment section or in the chat. Let us know on Facebook, because I can't see your faces coming back to life after that round of drumming. So yeah, whatever way, either a comment in the chat underneath, or send a bubble up on the side there. You can still just about see where the bubbles go up. But let your breath bring you back as well. Yeah, fantastic. The first comments coming up are grounding. I always think that first round of drumming in the evening is the one that just settles you really into the space. Excellent. There's some bubbles going up on Facebook, so I can see people coming back a bit. Just take some conscious, deeper breaths if you are just bringing yourself back from that. A big part of the skill within this path is the ability to move between the worlds. So, you know, we can go into that real connected space during the round of drumming, and then bring ourselves back to be in that kind of very, very grounded space afterwards. And, you know, the breath being part of that. So yeah, deeper breaths. Others saying powerful, others saying serene, others agreeing with the grounding there, and also feeling that being very grounding at the start of the evening. And healing right from the start. Brilliant. I saw the connection as a gold thread going around, which that was lovely. It was a lovely warm gold, but, you know, gold often kind of in relation to protection as well. It's kind of a nice protective circle that we're all held in here together. Others saying grounding and calming. Others joining in from Canada, so this is their morning meditation. Welcome. Fantastic. Welcome along. What a lovely way to start the day, as we're seeing the sunset soon over this way. Fantastic. Yeah. That circle, that thread kind of going around, holding us all together. It is lovely just to be held by that and held in that space. Everybody in there together, just holding that for one another, with the drum beat, with that connection in this circle. So yeah, wonderful. So, what I like to do on these circles as well with the rounds of drumming is just tune us into the seasons, and tune us in with what's going on with the land, and particularly as well, you know, this is online circles started at the beginning or just before the UK lockdown, and you know, many people have been kind of connecting a bit more with the land, because, you know, that's what the kind of, you know, the time has kind of allowed for, is a bit of time to get outdoors. Other people, that's been connecting with their gardens. But where a lot of what's been going on kind of news-wise has not been kind of necessarily related to kind of our connection out with the land. It's been a part of these circles just to connect us in with through the drum, but with the season, and just to keep us attuned with those seasons. As you know, that wheel normally goes round from spring into summer, into autumn and winter, and there's this normal wave of, you know, as we come into the summer, us kind of moving into our more extrovert selves and kind of coming outdoors, during which time we were in lockdown, and now things opening and easing just as we go into winter. And it's, you know, it's also just to keep us attuned with the turning wheel and what's going on with the land. So with the weather as it is, and I think it was like this weekend last year. I sort of remember being at an event and doing the song that we're going to sing tonight on here in the last round of drumming, particularly because the weather turned and changed and became more windy and blustery. and with rains coming on in. And yeah, it's sort of, I don't, looking at the weather over the next couple of weeks have been, as much as they can be accurate on the weather forecasts, it looks like we are starting to settle into autumn. And so I want us all to think about for a moment what we associate with autumn. What thing first comes to mind? What image first comes to mind? What we look forward to about autumn? And let's just pop that in the messenger, in the chat, just so we can bring this energy of autumn into this space here. Because like I always say when we're talking about Wheel of the Year work and how that relates to us is, it is not nature and us, we are all a part of it. And these cycles, these natural cycles that are going on out and around in the land are also going on within us. But because of our normal cycles of life, and we can be quite sheltered from it, depending on where we're living and, our living and working and travelling arrangements, we might not be quite so in tune with what's going on in the rhythms of the land. And so it's just nice in this circle just to give that some extra time and focus so we can bring ourselves in tune with those changes that we are going to be seeing happening on and around us soon. So others talking about the leaves, it always comes down to the leaves often for autumn. One of the first things that comes to mind, the golden red leaves, them changing, the lowering of the sun in the sky, the longer shadows, the berries, the apples ripening, and the nights getting darker. Yep, the leaves, the colours. And those colours where we've come from, there's bright greens throughout the summer and, the bright blues of the sky in many of the days. I think any bits in the garden where I've got a bit of grass has mostly gone to brown and straw colour. But yeah, the autumn colours that we're awaiting, those much, much brighter oranges and reds and yellows of the leaves. Yeah, as we get more of a dusk, seeing the hedgehogs and foxes going around. And the fire colours on those leaves, yeah, seeing all of that changing. And I mentioned at the start, in the opening, and I associate with this season with water as we come round to this season. And water, of being that cleansing and that clearing away. The leaves falling off the trees is that releasing and letting go. Yeah, spot on. Perfect time, Sammy. You're there with the letting go comment. It is that time of letting go, of healing, of release, of a clearing away the old from the year. I often talk about more earlier on in August. It didn't come up when we had the circle at the beginning of August, that there becomes a little bit of a refocusing, a reconnecting with the visions that we set at the beginning of the year, and we somewhat refocus back on what those were. And so that might be something that's starting a little bit about now, is realising, okay, these were the things that I really wanted to achieve through this year, and these are the things I still didn't get close to achieve, do, points I wanted to get to this year. And I didn't get to those now. Okay, so what can I let go of? What do I need to clear? What's the block that's in my way? Are the the healing questions that come up in and around and related to autumn there. So yeah, that water, that cleansing. Often people would put the serpent in the west here, because of that shedding of the skin, in the same way as the leaves are coming off the trees, and that that letting go, that shedding of the skin being that symbolic letting go as well, and the clearing away of the old self in order to, as the circle continues around, reach the point of new beginning. What else do we associate with the autumn? I always try and say it's not just about the leaves, but it's a big part of it is about the leaves, isn't it? seeing that change out and around. Oh, you're on both screens, Tony. Yeah, the final harvest. Yeah, that harvest season carrying on. I've been quite excited this year, where I've really got into growing veg in the garden, and seeing what's coming kind of day by day there, of things getting closer and ready. So yeah, let's have this round of drumming now to honour and connect in with the spirit of autumn. The next round of the next evening that we'll be having together. It will be early in September. I was going to say, will it be near the equinox? So we'll be getting ever closer to the equinox. We'll be moving into autumn in the following weeks and over the next month. So in honour of the autumn, I sort of mentioned earlier, but just explaining, I'm on one of these rocking kneeling chairs for it to be a bit more comfortable for my back. I've noticed that on the previous drummings, the chair that I was using before also had a buzz on it. Interesting, there was a buzz coming from somewhere in the room, and I couldn't quite work out. When I leant over this way, it was coming out of that ear, and when I leant over this way, it was in that ear, and actually it was coming from underneath me. So this one doesn't have that, but it does rock, so you know, hopefully you won't see me go flying at some point where I come off balance with this. Still getting used to it, so bear with me. So yeah, let's drum together for the autumn, in honour of this season that, yeah, there's all these things that we've written here that we love so much about it. And yeah, to those leaves, the colours of autumn, to letting go, to healing, to release, and to all of the spirit of autumn. So just letting all of those vibrations of the drum just ripple out until you can't hear them. Soak up what you need from that. And yeah, just bring yourself back with the breath. Just taking a few conscious breaths just before my dog starts barking. If you weren't back already, there's Heidi calling you back there. Excuse me 1 second. Hides, don't worry about it. Come in here. Come on. There we go. Hey. So, feeling the vibe and the gradual rise in energy. Fantastic. How are others feeling from that round of drumming there? If Heidi's short bark didn't bring you back, continue deepening your breath, just taking the breath right down to your belly. Just pump some oxygen in and around your body. The dogs are barking back. Oh, that's what it is. She hears them far down the road and wants to join in. Others saying wonderful and how they're feeling. I can see some bubbles going up on the side there of people saying that they're back. How are others feeling? Are you all back there on Zoom? Give us a jazz hands to let us know that you're back. Excellent. Heidi's back as well. I would suggest for her to jump up so you could see her in the camera, but she would send me flying on this chair. I'm already rocking backwards and forwards. If afterwards you look at the video and see at some point in the first round of drumming, you'll see where I moved my feet and I rocked forward and I probably looked terrified on my face. Okay, great. The comments are coming through now. So they're saying grounded, energized, chilled, feeling a clarity, feeling that calming and releasing. Yeah, I was starting to ease into that kind of energy of autumn, that releasing and letting go. Already starting to feel the releasing. Others saying very powerful. Nikki, your comment came in on the chat just as we were starting the drumming, but yeah, your kind of image of autumn and the sunrise and sunsets, yeah, all of those warm colours, not just there on the leaves, but also in the sky. Yeah, others saying calming and releasing on his screen as well here. Releasing and relaxation. Fantastic. Flowing. Excellent. Yeah, connecting with the water again. Feeling that flow relates to this season. That flow, that letting go, that releasing, that tapping into our depths. That's excellent. That's excellent. All right, I'll catch any more as they come on there, but I'll just kind of give a couple of updates on bits and pieces as well. I put up a very quick video on the weekend where I talked very quickly to give as many of the updates as possible because there was quite a mammoth newsletter that went out this week. If you haven't seen that, one of the updates was to do with tonight, so you've got that message, but there are a couple of other updates on there. It's one of the recent posts on the Heron Drums page is the kind of the different kind of online groups and the updates on the upcoming workshops and things like that. A kind of a run through on the kind of more immediate things that are coming up. Tomorrow evening is the online class for starting and holding your own drumming circle. It's an online class on the Heron Drums page. In the blurb of the Facebook video, it's got the link to that with more details. So if you are thinking about wanting to set up your own drumming circle, or in some cases for some of the people who have been asking for this, already have your own drumming circle and wanting just to have a bit more of a kind of a guide through ways to hold it, how to kind of build that community around the voice of the drum and around sacred drumming. That class is tomorrow evening at 7. It will be, in the same as a lot of the online classes that I'm doing, it will be recorded and will be available to access afterwards. So if you can't make the live one, or if you're wanting to kind of sign up to it later, that is possible. The video recording from the session will be going up there as well. So that's starting and holding your own drumming circle. Starting in September, I'm starting to put up a lot of the welcome info and the info to do with kind of the discounts for the other courses, but the membership site is starting in September on the Ancient Roots page. I've been creating a number of different courses on Ancient Roots, and there's been kind of, a number of people who have done those courses and said, great, what next? We're kind of wanting something ongoing. And so the membership kind of side of the site is so that there is something ongoing. The courses that I've got that are course series that do run throughout the year will be connected onto that. So one's connected in with ceremony practice related to connecting with the spirits of the seasons. There's the Native British Shamanism series on there, and as well the membership section itself will have constant kind of videos talking about different areas, and again we'll have a live session on there where ideas can come out from the group as well as to what we can kind of explore and discuss on there. The link again for that is in the blurb above on the Facebook page. The welcome videos are going to go up there soon, but that's starting in September, the membership section. And next week is kind of, as you may well have seen, I've been posting links on different places on Facebook, but also on the page here. I will be going up to support the protest actions and the rebellion in London next week, with creating sacred space and working with some ceremonial practice, preparing the ground for it there next week. But also with a large prayer drumming gathering again. We've done these on previous rebellions last year in both the autumn and the spring, of gathering as many people together to call with the drums to all of those unseen that are also represented there. So all of the spirits of the land, all of the spirits of the forest that don't want to be burning and in flames or cut down, and all of the spirits of the rivers that don't want to be polluted, and of the sea. And connect in with all of those unseen energies that are part of why we're there with those actions. So we'll be gathering to call with the drums next Tuesday. I am hoping that it will be able to be live streamed. I'm sure there'll be loads of stuff that will be live streamed, and I'm hoping there'll be somebody who'll be able to live stream that. If you're able to get to London and you're near London and you're wanting to come out there on that day, it will be in the afternoon on Tuesday the 1st. Yeah, we'll be looking to kind of get some video of it as well online for that. And then the next online drumming circle will be the following Tuesday in the evening. So that will be online here again on the 8th. Is the kind of the updates for the next few things. In relation to the sacred drumming as part of the rebellion, if people also find the Sacred Earth Activism group, there's a few other things and ways that we're kind of talking about on there for people to be able to get involved from home. This rebellion obviously is different for a lot of people, where a lot of people are sheltering, a lot of people are staying at home and not able to, or kind of up for going into the cities, or London or Cardiff or Manchester for these. And we're kind of calling on as many people as well to hold space for and anchor the energy of what's going on there with London. So of all of the cities, we kind of get still in the habit of just saying London, but all of the cities that are involved. And there is a kind of a video online instructional going on tomorrow evening as well on the group, and it will be shared on there with a video from Krista to do with creating an altar at home, so that we can have these altars that are connecting and holding space for all of those who are out there, kind of as part of the protest, to keep everybody safe and to keep everything safe there for those. And again, for the messages to be heard, for the protection of the earth, to be stopping kind of this deepening ecological crisis. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of posts from me related to that as well on the page next week. While I'm up there, I'll be trying to share as much as I can with you all as well about what we're involved in terms of the sacred holding of what we're doing there within that. So for most of those things on the Facebook Live video, there's links in the blurb for, and I'll add something in the comments section later for the Sacred Earth Activism group. This is, I guess, a kind of a good time as well to say, do please share this video, this live stream, if it's on, I don't know what it looks like on your screen, but if you've got a section that says share, please do share it out, because it helps other people find it. And one of the real kind of really helpful ways that you can kind of support the work that I'm kind of doing and the kind of the groups and the workshops that I'm doing is just by sharing the links. It helps things reach people that wouldn't otherwise reach, because they're not kind of, they don't know about the page and things like that. So you know, kind of I'm very grateful for everybody who does click share on things that I post up there, because it just helps this the work that I'm doing reach out to kind of more people, where, you know, I'm not seeing people at festivals and events and gatherings this year, obviously. So yeah, that's something that everybody could do, kind of would be a great help on there. So let's go for our next round of drumming. What do we feel like next? Do we feel like going for the song next, or shall we have the healing round? We kind of often have this ending on the song. Should we end on the song, or go for the song now? I can see you on Zoom, so you can gesture, reply with dance, interpretive dance, but for those on Facebook, pop in the comments and we'll kind of get a feel of what people are saying. Oh, I know what we can do on Facebook is put up a thumb for song next, and put up a heart for healing round next. And on Zoom, oh, we're getting hearts on Zoom for healing round. Oh, you can do thumbs and hearts as well on there, can't you? Of course you can. Great, we can have one thing that works, you know, we can have a system that works for both of them. Great, I'm getting lots of hearts on there and lots of hearts on the screen. So our healing round it is. The healing round for those who haven't been on these before. Oh, and Sammy comes on with the song. There will be the song. Hold on, Sammy, hold on. There's hearts going up everywhere now. The healing round. Let's have the healing round first. And we'll close this evening with a song. With the healing round, we send that love and that energy, and that love and strength that we kind of connect into. You know, we've had these first rounds of drumming, and everyone talks about feeling grounded and relaxed and centered and connected and powerful. And through and from that space, we can call for that love and strength to go to those who are needing it. So let's pop in the comments section. Not anything where it's kind of identifiable with surnames or anything like that, but first names or initials of people that you'd like to put into this healing circle, for some love and strength to be sent to them now. And, you know, I'm very aware of kind of lots of places in the world where there are lots of things happening. You know, there's lots of places in the world which are on fire. There's lots of places in the world which are underwater right now. And let's also, if there's kind of, you know, for all of those places, let's pop those in the comments as well, and kind of so kind of name those places, so we can send some love and strength to those situations as well, to those places. So thanks to all those people who are already popping names down. And wonderful, thank you for people who are naming places. There is a power to kind of be specific on things and kind of say specifically to this person as opposed to anybody who needs it. You know, it obviously goes kind of out and around there, but if actually kind of you're really wanting it to go to somebody that's in mind, that you know who's needing it, if you're able to name them or be kind of specific, that kind of is helpful. And where we're talking about you know, particular situations or places at the moment that are in need of this energy sent to them, we can be specific with these places as well. So fantastic. Thank you everybody who are popping these in the comments there. And we send this energy as a prayer for love and strength, that they may kind of lift that up and take that as they need it. I'm going to see about dropping down the lights in here as well. This is where I might fall off the chair. Nailed it. There we go. There we go. Lowered the lighting down a little bit. Okay. Helps me for the healing round there. Still just getting a few more names coming in, so I'll give people just a little moment. I'm just going to reach and grab my healing drum. Alright, thanks everybody. So for all those people that we've named, for all those places that we've named, and yeah, well done those who have named themselves. You know, it's kind of important also to remember and yeah, to acknowledge when we're needing healing ourselves and to be open to receive it. So for all those we've named, all those places that we've named, for those in the group, and for any others that come to our minds and our heart during the round of drumming, let's, with drum and voice, send that love and strength to them. And just once again letting your breath bring you back. As those drum beats ripple out across the lands and across distant lands, as we send those prayers of love and strength to those people who need them and those places that need them, to those lands that need them. And may they all feel that love and strength that's being sent to them. Just bring yourself back with your breath once again. Let us know that you're back with a bubble or a comment or something in the chat. I can see faces on the Zoom, so I can see those of you who are there on the screen. Yeah, fantastic. Great, can see on Facebook as well, some bubbles going up. How you feeling? Yeah. Great, great, great. Pouring down with cleansing rain since the start of the healing round. Yeah, fantastic. And as well in Gisborough, lots of rain. I can't see any rain out the window at the moment, but I can see the tops of the bushes and the hedges blustering and blowing. So those winds of change are moving back on through here. Just going to call Heidi in. Heids, come on in. Whatever it is that's going on in the street, you don't need to join in. There you are. Bless her. Energizing and healing at the same time as well. Other comments here. All right. So those who are talking about it blustery and rainy, as we come kind of to the time where we now kind of come to the closing of the evening, we're going to close with one of my favourite chants. I learnt this one from Adrian Rook. I'm not sure where it comes from before that, but it is one of the things I look forward to about autumn is being able to sing this one. The song is "Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the winds blow the rains across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling." And it becomes a little bit of a sea shanty. You never really get kind of a clear idea of how to end it. I've never ended it the same way twice. We'll see how it goes this evening. Regenerated and alive, other people have commented on. Well, let's carry on with that aliveness and bring that energy into this closing one here. We'll bring the drums into it. I will start with the chant. It's quite a quick one to pick up. We don't need to kind of type out lyrics this evening. We can do that afterwards if we're wanting to make a note of it. But it should be quite a quick one to pick up. But I'll start with singing and then bring the drums in. I'm seeing some yays in the comments from friends who know it already. All right. Yeah, very much at this time of the year, this autumn, as we move into the time of the dark, there was the ancient writings about the Celts talked about them marking their days by the night. So rather than the new day starting in the morning, as we are now, as we go into the night, this is now moving into the next day. And so, others have kind of taken from that the new year and the start of the new year, the new beginnings, were as we went into the winter, as we went into the dark time of the year. A very kind of different idea of kind of seeing the dark as being the negative and the bad. There's kind of a lot of excitement in these paths as we move into the dark time of the day, as we go into the dusk and into the night, and as we move into the dark time of the year. Because as this song kind of intimates and suggests. It's the time and the place where we can go and kind of connecting with the spirits and hear the spirits calling. So yeah, let's go with this one. Hey ho. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho. Excuse me. It's on that difficult pitch again. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows the rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. keeping just a little bit of my voice left for the end. Just as we send that thanks out to all of those spirits that are calling, all those spirits that are those unseen that connecting with us within us, connecting with us on these evenings as we gather here in this circle. And give thanks to all of those guides, healers, teachers and inspirers, those ancestors that connecting with us. And to the spirits of all of those elements for their presence. Thanks to everybody in this circle that connects on that golden ribbon, that golden thread, holding one another in this space. And as we bring this evening to a close, we do so with heartfelt thanks and gratitude. And we send out that thank you, thank you, thank you to everything that's weaved its magic and its energy within the spirit of this evening. Hey. And so thank you everybody for joining in with this whole evening, and for that song at the end, joining in with that song. Thanks to Adrian Rook for that. If anybody else knows any other details about where that song might have come from, do let us know. But absolutely lovely to join in with you again this evening. Yeah, I'm glad people have enjoyed that song. Do joyously carry on and sing it as the winds blow around you, as the rains fall, as you see the leaves blowing off the trees. And as we go into the coming days and weeks and months and connecting with the spirit of this season and attune ourselves more and more with the spirit of this season, may we also feel that flow and that release, that connecting with this time of healing for ourselves. So yeah, lovely to connect with you all again. Do check out the links in the blurb for the Facebook Live video for all of the other bits that are going on, and I'll pop some bits in the comments to do with some of the sacred activism that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, as Jenny says, beautifully put, wet and windy outside, but we're kind of grateful here for the warmth and love and community. All of that's holding us here all around the country and beyond, all across these islands and beyond, connecting us in here as a circle. So yeah, once again, thanks very much. I look forward to seeing people on different things coming up soon, with the online class tomorrow, with the actions with London, and with some of the bits on the membership site, and back here on the 8th of September, joining in as a circle once more. So yeah, thanks everybody for this evening, and yeah, see you again soon.